Oh, hey everybody, Darksoul6875 here, clickety clack clack clack, and welcome back to Thoughts of a Darksoul. Today joining me is Ray and Little Bit Broken. We've just got out of the theaters from seeing Spider-Man Homecoming. This is my first...
I just got out of the drive-thru. I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
This is my first viewing of it. I think Broken's second and Ray's third?
Yep.
So effectively, we have seen this movie, what? 6 times? Altogether?
Well...
Effectively, like,
it would still just be 3, but whatever.
You know what I mean. I was just adding up. I was just doing some math. So we'll just do general...
Oh, man, don't fucking strain yourself.
I can kick you from the server.
Okay.
So we're just gonna go over our thoughts, just about the movie, what we liked, what we didn't like. I think Ray's got his keyboard right next to his mic, so that'll be fun to listen to all recording.
Spoilers, he does. I've seen it.
Yeah, I think I have too. It's like, right, like, somehow he's got it, like, almost, like, glued to it. But my initial impressions is it's a pretty damn good movie. I came out of the theater with hardly any, actually, if any, gripes at the movie. Which is more than I can say the most of the other Spider-Man movie I've seen.
I'll let you gush. I'm honestly just gonna go last because I've seen it so many times.
Yeah, and you obviously know more than I do when it comes to comics, so you have obviously the more knowledge about it. You can nitpick the movie a lot harder than I can. I think, at least in my opinion, I think Tom Holland is just like nails it as both Peter Parker and Spider-Man. I feel like he hits that balance very well. Whereas Tobey Maguire, I felt, was a pretty good Peter Parker, but an okay Spider-Man, and Garfield was a pretty good Spider-Man, but a pretty shit Parker. I feel like Tom Holland he's that fucking in-between that we needed. The supporting cast was just great. I loved his friend, Ned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Larb.
I actually forgot about that scene.
Wow, that didn't take long.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there were a lot...
Forgettable movie. Ooh, what?
Oh, damn!
Shots fired! To be fair, there were a lot better scenes than that. I mean, that was a good scene, but there were just so many better ones. Michael Keaton just fucking hit it out of the park for me. Just goddamn did I love his character. I could just sit here and gush.
Well, that's the point of the podcast.
It is. But I'm trying to think through like my favorite, like some of my favorite moments. Obviously, there's going to be spoilers. We're going to talk about the movie in slight detail, or at least as much as I can. So if you haven't seen it and you've made it into the couple of minutes of the podcast already, get the fuck out and go watch the movie. I don't care how. You do you. I'm not here to judge you. Actually, one of the things that I liked is when we first get to see him with the spider suit, and he's just kind of running around, and just helping people, like before the plot kind of kicks in, where he's helping like that lady with directions, and he's doing a flip for the guy. Like I thought that was kind of neat. It was kind of him still trying to figure out what he can do. And so
it's not him figuring out what he's gonna do. He can just show us like what he is as a character, as a superhero. Yeah. He's not like it just showed he is the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Everyone knows him. Everyone trusts him. There's a guy asking him to do front flips or back flips. I mean, so yeah, no, that's like he knows what he can do. It's at that point he's just like he's just trying to find things to do.
Trying to find that bigger thing to show that he can do it. He can swing it with the Avengers, which is awesome. I thought him interacting with the people was just, and the one funny kind of joke with this whole sequence is just like, yeah, I'm responsible. Wait, where's my backpack?
There's a backpack. Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, that sounds real responsible. Oh, can I say I loved fucking Happy?
Yeah, I'm actually glad that Happy played a big role. He's always been kind of taking a backseat. It's kind of good that he finally got a role to himself.
And yeah, just really great. That's Jon Favreau, isn't it?
Jon Favreau, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanted to be sure.
Director of Iron Man, director of The Jungle Book, just a good director, and he also is an actor.
Yeah, pretty good actor. So just a lot of good interactions between these two characters. His friend Ned, I was actually really surprised that they did the whole having his friend figure out or showing off that he was Spider-Man like that early. I thought that was going to be something later on in the movie, but I'm kind of glad it wasn't. I'm glad we got that out of the way very quickly, and they were able to just kind of work off this relationship between the two of them. And I'm just like, okay, I like this dynamic. Usually in the past Spider-Man movies, they've been very cautious of revealing his identity to anybody besides like a villain. And now we've kind of got this, these two kids going through high school, and one's got this huge fucking secret, and now he's got to share that with his friend. So that's always a nice little aspect that this movie took on that the others really didn't. I think outside of Mary Jane in Spider-Man 2 and 3.
And Harry.
Oh, Harry, yeah. I figured Liz wasn't going to stick around to the end of the movie, but my God, I was not expecting how they did it.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, that's a nice plot twist.
Right?
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense as you think back on it, since you never really see the mom, but you've never seen the dad.
Yeah.
So then we also talked about his family.
Yeah, I actually really liked how they did it, because, and we'll go ahead and talk about this scene. The scene where they reveal the Vulture is Liz's dad, and I'm just like, so we're getting real hyped up. They're about to go to homecoming. He's asked her out. He's got her little flower that you put on her dress. I can't think of what it's called.
Corsage.
Thank you. And he runs
Zach
up.
never went to homecoming.
No, I went to prom. I only went to one homecoming.
Take the burn.
I will.
You're not taking it very graciously.
Who said I had to take it graciously? He just said I had to take it. So he gets to the door, and we think like Liz or somebody's gonna, the parent or Liz is gonna open the door, and surprise, it's Michael fucking Keaton. She's like, oh shit! There's like music playing, and then everything just stops. Like the music stops. Everybody's shocked. Like I'm just like, oh my God, they did that. And
there's no music for like the next 10 minutes. It's pretty great.
And you just see like Tom Holland is just like staring at him, and he's just like, oh my fucking God. And at this point in the movie, he knows that this is the Vulture, but it's not vice versa. And it's not until he has to drive them to the homecoming, and they're all three in the car. He's chauffeuring them to the homecoming. And then he starts asking about Peter Parker and like what he does. Like, oh, don't you have that Stark Initiative? He's like, Stark Initiative? He's like, yeah, Spider-Man. Oh, do you? I'm like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. So we see Michael Keaton and Tom Holland kind of going back and forth a bit, and then he kind of looks into the rearview mirror as he is asking these questions to Peter, and it's just like, oh God, he knows. Like, you kind of see it as more as he keeps asking questions, like, it's dawning on the Vulture's face. Like, oh my God, my daughter's dating fucking Spider-Man. And so then we get to the homecoming, and he says he's got to have the dad talk with Peter. I'm just like, okay, so he's going to turn around and threaten him. Motherfucker pulls a gun out of his glove compartment. I'm just like, oh shit.
Yeah. Guys prepared.
I'm just like... And I really like what he does here, because he gives them a choice. He's like, okay, I'm gonna be real with you. You can stay here and stay at home.
He only did it because he saved his daughter.
Yeah.
And he knows he's just a code.
Yeah. So you can stay here and have fun at homecoming, or you can try to come after me. And he's like, and I love the line. It's like, have fun, but not too much fun. I'm just like, you're still a dad. Good line. Good line to throw in there. Obviously he chooses not to, and there's a lot of stuff that we've skipped, but this was like a big moment, at least to me, and I don't know how big of a moment it was to you, Ray, but I was like, it fucking blew my mind. I had trouble dealing with it. Not trouble dealing with it, but I'm just like, wow. As it progressed more, I'm just like, I was not prepared for this kind of, like, I thought it was just going to be some random guy. I didn't think we were going to have this kind of connection to the character. So
yeah, no, it was, like I said, it was a good connection, a good kind of change of the Vulture's character. Like, the Vulture was changed very much so in this, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, Vulture was kind of two-dimensional in the comics. So I think they did a good job with him. They got the right guy to play him.
Yeah, they did. Guy who always plays winged animals.
Yeah. Right. They made him. What do you call it? They made him. What do you call it? Have a lot of layers to him. You feel for him, and they also made him look cool. If you ever look at Vulture in the comics, he looks lame as fuck.
Yeah, I've seen like some of the original Vulture, like the '60s, and it's just like an old bald guy in a green wingsuit.
Yeah, I mean, in the comics, he's just like a very two-dimensional dude. He works. He's an engineer. He has an invention that makes him strong and can fly. And he's like, hey, I can make money stealing things. I'm gonna do that. Like,
yeah.
He was just your standard villain fodder. Nothing really too.
And now he still steals, but he does it because
he does it for purpose.
He doesn't
doing it for money.
Yeah, he's doing it to support his family, and also partially in spite of like Stark Industries and kind of the government in itself. The people who are higher up below, like kind of the middle class and the lower class. He's just like,
I mean, he did that in the comics too. Like
yeah.
he wanted to fight the man, but he like I said, he was always trying to. He was like the what do you call it? The irony behind him in the comics was he was trying to fight the man, but he was just stealing money, just to steal it, just like they were. So I guess he was trying to be ironic with that. Here he's doing it to put it to them, but he's also doing it for a cause. He's doing it for his family and also his coworkers' families, and he cares about the people he works with.
Well, for the most part.
He went to.
No, I mean, he does. If you're loyal to him, you're cool.
Yeah.
Like he was good to Shocker and also the Tinkerer. This is that one douchebag. I mean,
although I will say,
Shocker version 0.5, shall we call him?
I did like the line where he actually kills the first Shocker. He's just like, he kind of looks at the Tinkerer. He's like, wait, this wasn't the anti-grav gun?
Oh, you mean awkward Marvel humor? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm just like, it dawned on me like, oh wait, was he trying to kill him?
Well, it doesn't even matter if he was trying because with how nonchalant he is, he's not afraid to.
No, I mean, I know he's not afraid to, but that line to me just kind of stuck with me. Like, wait, was he actually trying to kill him, or did he not mean to? That's kind of what that humor. That's the joke kind of fell flat because I'm like, wait, was he being serious or not?
My guess is what he was going to do if he did have the anti-grav gun was to basically give him a super ultimatum, so to speak. Like, either you keep your fucking mouth shut and listen to everything I say, or you die.
Yeah.
I don't even think he was going to do that because he said previously that guys like you aren't going to fall in line. So, I mean, I'm sure he's going to give him something.
Yeah.
If he wasn't going to kill him, I'm sure he's going to make him disappear somehow.
Yeah, I was just like you said, it's the normal Marvel humor, but to me, it actually didn't even work there. It just kind of fell flat and made me like, wait, what? Which was probably one of the only jokes that fell flat to me in this movie. I thought most of the humor in this movie did a good job. It's
Gallows humor isn't your thing, is it?
It can be, but like to me,
what's going on?
Like Gallows humor.
I'm saying Gallows humor isn't Zach's thing.
No, like
Gallows,
like hanging gallows, like you get hung. Like
dark humor.
No, I like dark humor.
Oh.
It just
gallows humor and dark humor are like the same fucking thing.
Yeah, no, I like dark humor, but like I guess it was just the delivery that made me think like, wait, was that actually supposed to be a joke or not? It was like I said, it was the only joke that fell. I guess it didn't fall flat. I was just more questioning the joke itself than just laughing at it.
I mean, shit, if you just vaporized a man thinking you were gonna just make him like lose gravity, wouldn't you go, oh shit?
Yeah, but he didn't really. He only had that slight reaction, so that's why I was kind of like, wait, am I supposed to be laughing here? But no, actually, and surprisingly, a lot of the henchmen, while they didn't get a lot of, they got like just enough attention to where I could kind of get a feel for their characters, but we didn't have to have a backstory on all of them. But I ended up still kind of liking them. We obviously had the Tinkerer and then the Shocker, both good characters. I wish we might have had just a bit more on them, because I don't know how important these characters are. Like I said, I'm not, I'm not very well versed in the comics, so I don't know much about these characters outside of what I've seen in this movie. I think, what was it? The post-credit scene showed Scorpio? Or at least a lead into that, right? Scorpion, sorry.
Suddenly, he's a goddamn constellation.
Aha! Didn't see this coming, did you, Spider-Man? Which, God, I'm blanking on the actor's name.
Michael Mando.
Thank you. Who's done great work everywhere else now. It's great. I'm glad to see him starting to get into movies. So
Alright, to go into specifics, he was in Far Cry 3, played Voss, blew it with that one. When I say blew it, I mean he killed it.
I was about to say he didn't blow it.
What do
The
you call it?
Ubisoft blew it.
After that, no, I mean the game was great.
I'm saying they blew his character. Like he could have done better things.
Oh yeah, but he killed it in that. Wanted to see more stuff. Saw him in Better Call Saul. Was happy. Then
Still
he was
in Better Call Saul. Show. He's actually doing a hell of a lot better now in the show. Now that season 3's ended.
Now he's gonna be Scorpion. I think it's a good role for him. He plays a really shifty kind of character. Scorpion is just that, so it should be kind of cool.
Glad to see he's just doing really good things. He's definitely.
I just don't know which one he's gonna play. I still don't even know which Vulture was Michael Keaton's because I don't remember what his name was.
I don't remember if they actually said his name.
Toombs.
Toombs?
Yep.
They must have only said
so he was the original then. Okay, never mind.
Because I don't remember hearing his name a lot. That's why I kept calling him Vulture or Michael Keaton.
Yeah, no, he was the original Vulture then, which is a redesign then.
Okay.
But if this is the original Scorpion, then I hope his name is Scorpio because his name is Sam Scorpio. But I don't know. They got Michael Mando, who's Canadian, but he's also Hispanic.
Such an odd combination.
Yeah.
And for once they didn't. And Dark Paladin brought this up because he saw the movie, but he's at work right now. He brought this up. Like, this is one of the first Marvel villains that hasn't been killed in a while.
I was ecstatic about that one. That was like my favorite part about this movie. I was so happy they didn't kill him.
Yeah.
Because I was getting. Because once I saw that thing going down, I'm like, oh my god, is this really gonna happen again?
Yeah, I was actually really sad because I'm like, oh no, this is like such a good character. I don't want to see him die. And then when we see Spider-Man go and save him, I'm just like, okay, good. I'm glad we didn't waste this character. He's not just a one-shot. Huh?
He's not Sam Scorpio.
Oh, he's not?
He's not. What's his
Mac
name?
Morgan.
Oh, maybe Mac Gargan?
Yeah.
Okay. He's what do you call it? He's I think he's original. I mean, he's from the 60s.
I don't know. I could probably
That's
Google
cool,
it.
Yeah, he's the original.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, when he actually goes and saves him, it's actually really nice. I'm just like, okay, good. We can actually establish.
Yeah, that plays into his character.
Yeah. I felt like the final battle too wasn't. It was done well. I'm glad that it was very personal. It wasn't just this.
I was gonna say, man, I guess like the themes were. I thought the fight was whatever.
The fight was whatever, but at least it wasn't a fucking giant laser in the sky for once.
It was a what?
It wasn't a giant laser beam in the sky for once.
No, it's not even just that. It's just like for me, it was really hard to follow the fight at first because like on the plane.
Oh
yeah.
I
don't know what the hell's going on. I liked after once they're on the beach, it was cool. Like I liked how he hit him and like it was like
you felt it
sound, like because like the sound he couldn't really hear anything because his ears were
and
ringing.
then
like that was cool.
Although fucking Christ, they should have put a seizure warning at the beginning of this movie.
Yeah, with the fucking lights. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I'm like, oh god, am I about to get triggered?
I saw this shit in 3D at one point.
Oh,
but the second time, I hated it. It's horrible. Do not see this movie in 3D. Disclaimer. It adds nothing to it. It just adds a headache.
Yeah. And
that's not even the movie's fault necessarily.
That's just how it was shot.
I was just gonna say because 3D sucks.
Oh yeah, that too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Also, little tidbit for you, Tanner. Mac Gargan, the Scorpion, he's the second one to become Venom.
Yeah.
Really?
So maybe Venom could be in the series.
Could be. Depends on if we get it or not.
No.
If he drops an insanity line, I'll lose it on the spot.
Insanity, right? I'm really happy. I really like Michael Mando. The guy is such a hard worker.
He is. Like, Anybody that listens to this podcast and watches Better Call Saul knows that he like knocks it out of the park. Fucking every episode he's in.
Yeah, he's a Mexican Canadian. He's of Mexican Canadian descent. Lols.
Such a good job. Like I swear to God, every time he
Completely avoiding the middle of that sandwich, I guess.
like it's like when you see him in a role, you can tell he's like putting his like almost all in the role. Although I wish people would have seen a bit more of him, but I guess it was just kind of setting up a bit because you see his character, I'm like, hey, wait, I know this guy, and then he's just kind of off screen till the post credits. I'm like, okay, I wish we would have gotten a bit more of that, but I'm like, all right, fine, set up.
So that scar he has coming from his eyebrow, does he actually have that scar, or was that just makeup?
That was makeup.
Oh, that's makeup. He doesn't actually have
Because it's like almost the exact same as the Voss scar.
No, it's makeup. Because that was when the car. I actually thought they killed him.
I thought so too, and I was gonna be upset.
I'm just like, oh, he was just generic bad guy number 3.
He was an extra.
A very well paid
Just like
extra.
Donald Glover.
Yeah, God, I was expecting more from him actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
extra, read all about it. Oh wait, never mind.
Maybe we'll see more of him. Who knows?
It depends. Like I said, since it is confirmed he is the uncle of Miles Morales, if they were to do a Miles Morales movie, then he could play a central role. He could be like the Uncle Ben of him. So
Yeah, that would be cool.
it's possible.
Yeah. The scenes that Donald Glover in were good. I would say the second scene's better, especially how
I mean,
he's just.
obviously, the fucking interrogating scene. That
was so
I
good.
liked that scene. That was a good scene.
That was a good scene. I don't sound like a girl.
And Spider-Man's trying to be like Batman.
Yeah, and it just doesn't work.
It was actually kind of funny because he actually did that voice again when he took Flash's car. He did a Batman voice.
Yes, I know.
He's like, fucking Christian Bale, what have you started?
Right? But this is my dad's car, sir.
Again, so I'm just gonna say right now, my biggest gripe was in Still Flash. We'll get to it later.
Yeah, I'll let you rip into this movie. I'm just about.
I have no gush to it. That's why I'm letting you gush because I don't gush.
Yeah.
I only gush with movies I care about.
Fair enough.
DC.
Hardcore fanboy.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I won't bad shit. No, like bad talk. I think this movie was the perfect introduction for him into the MCU.
Yeah.
It played perfectly into his character.
I'm glad.
It had good pacing.
I'm so glad we didn't do the origin story again. Fucking. And something that Dark Paladin.
They only hinted at it, like when his friend, like what do you call it? When his friend found out who he was, and then he was like, after all she's been through, I don't want to lay this on her. And you kind of like, yeah, everyone's like, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
you're right. Oh god, well, I was about to say something. Dark Paladin mentioned when we were on the car ride home. He said, "I'm so glad that we didn't hear with great power comes great responsibility." You do not hear that once in this movie.
No, I think what do you call it? I think the best you get is what Tony says to him.
Without the suit.
Without the suit. If you're nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have it.
Which I'm pretty sure was a line from an Iron Man movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it plays into his character again because that's how he.
Which is great. I'm loving Tony Stark as the mentor because it really.
I like him as the father figure they're going on.
Yeah, the father figure / kind of mentor. I really like it because not only does it kind of connect it to the rest of the MCU, but it kind of shows how far his character has come since the original Iron Man, and it's a really nice touch. To kind of.
This is.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say this is completely off topic.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
So I think it's interesting how Marvel keeps hiring directors that have directed non-movies or actually real obscure horror movies to make these reboots. So the guy who directed this, John Watts, if you look him up, he has done a movie called Clown, which has Eli Roth in it, and then another one called Cop Car. And then if you look back at Doctor Strange, the guy who directed Insidious, I think, directed that movie.
Really?
Yeah, like a lot of like these new like after what's his face, Josh Whedon.
Yeah,
left. like they've been getting all these like obscure directors, but like all these directors do have something in common where they have some kind of visual prowess.
Yeah,
or,
like
they have-
you can tell too with some of the visuals that they're
so
going for.
it's just interesting because this is the second horror director they've gotten, and it's like, hey, do this lighthearted character for us. It's like, okay.
And they still did it, and not. I think it's a good thing because now they're not stuck as known only as a horror director.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, like, John Watts did I mean, so if you look at the screenplay for this movie, there's 6 people who wrote it.
Wow, really?
Yeah, which
Damn.
makes sense. I mean, they wanted to get it right. And it's,
Yeah,
like,
no, I understand.
That could be a recipe for disaster, but it all depends on how much each person did.
Yeah, how much they contribute.
But yeah. Also, I guess another thing that's kind of just to mention that's interesting. Spider-Man: Homecoming is basically I guess the flag bringer, or like I guess like the forerunner, if that's the correct term. This is the movie that's gonna signal the next generation of the Avengers, because they've said that after Avengers 4, that is the end of the first arc, and the Avengers that we know now are going to either be retired or gonna take a backseat.
Okay.
And there's gonna be the new ones, which is gonna be Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, Black Panther, and whatever other characters they introduce.
So this is introducing Phase 3, which is going to start phasing, like, after Phase 3 is done, we'll start to get another generation going.
Yet, we have to understand, Phase 3 is still part of Arc 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Phase 3 is the end of Arc 1, and so now once Arc 1 is done, we will move on to Arc 2 with, like, Spider-Man, Black Panther, like, all the characters.
Whoever else they introduce.
Squirrel Girl.
Oh, please no.
I mean, isn't there still talks for that movie?
I don't know. I don't fucking care. Like... if I wanted a Squirrel Girl movie, I'd want Edgar Wright to do it, and I'd want it to be a standalone that's not connected to the real MCU, because that's what she is. She is just a fun character.
I could see that. That'd be perfect, I think.
Yeah. They already casted Squirrel Girl, if you guys don't even know.
They did?
Yeah, some AT&T chick.
Oh, right, I remember seeing that.
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
Name's like Milana, I think.
Something like that, yeah. I forgot what her name was. I remember reading about it on Reddit.
She's pretty cute, but she doesn't look young enough to play Squirrel Girl, but I don't give a fuck still.
We'll just have to see what they do with it.
Milana Vaintrub. Okay.
Trying to think of what else. I like all the gadgets that they introduce, because...
Instant kill mode?
Oh my god, no. And, like, fucking the suit is just, like, always wanting to go into instant kill mode. He's like, no, stop it!
Actually, you actually just reminded me of a point that I've been hearing from some people that they said was a big gripe for them, is they didn't have the Spidey sense in this movie.
They didn't, did they?
I have said that I'm pretty sure he does have it, because in Civil War there are some scenes where his eyes widen and he turns around, so I'm pretty sure he does have it.
Maybe they're just
kind
not...
of downplayed it.
Yeah, they're not...
They didn't want to do the whole Sam Raimi slow motion,
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was cool for the first time. Sometimes it got old, but I like the set.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of cool. But I think what people thought is a spider sense now just like that robot chick? I don't think so. I hope it isn't. That would be lame.
I don't. I feel like it's just since Tony made the suit, it's got an onboard AI just like the rest of his suits.
Yeah, so we'll see. But I think it's fine.
Another great scene is after he fights the Vulture for a second time and he gets stuck in the truck right before the decathlon.
Yeah.
And he's in that warehouse, and he's like going through all these, like, okay, let's see what all these web, things do.
Yeah, he's learning.
We see everything, and he's just like sitting down, laying down. And he's just like, so how much time has passed?
37 minutes.
It's like, what? Only 37 minutes?
Shit.
And it's just like, he just went through doing all this shit. You expect like a couple hours to pass, and it's just like, no, I'm like...
Kind of have to look at it this way too, is he's a fast learner.
Yeah.
In that 37 minutes, he kind of like...
Well, and he's young, so he's going to want to keep cycling through shit. And it's just like, when I think about it, I'm like, yeah, when I was... I mean, he's supposed to be 15, so I'm like, yeah, 37 minutes in a warehouse with absolutely nothing to do would feel like an eternity. Although I would have played around with the suit just a bit more, but that's just me. Oh god, I think there was a joke that, like, kind of a throwaway line that Ned had about, like, how far can you shoot
Yeah,
your
and
web.
then, like when he's running, I'm actually that was one thing I like about this movie. They finally put Spider-Man in a scenario where he's not always gonna have something
Yeah,
to
he
to-
shoots his web like right in the middle of a golf course, or like from one end to the other, and it just kind of falls.
It's not like Tobey Maguire where he was the source of the webs.
Yeah, he's got the web containers. I actually like that you see him reloading those, like constantly.
I've gotten into some debates where I talk to people if you like the mechanical ones or the organic ones.
Like I don't.
He's always had mechanical. It was Sam Raimi that really. I think there might have been some issues where he had organic, but Sam Raimi like did the organic way.
Mhm.
I think the mechanic just kind of gives what do you call it? It gives him a limit, you know.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
I'm kind of indifferent about it. I like both.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not saying one is better than the other. I would prefer. I think my preference lies in the mechanical ones because, it gives him a bit more credit to being.
It gives him a handicap.
It gives him, not only does it give it a handicap, but it also kind of, and we saw this in the movie, which I'm glad we saw it. We saw him making his own webbing, the web fluid, which was nice. He's just fucking doing it in the middle of chemistry class. I'm like, okay, that's how he's doing it. I'm like, okay, I like this. Not only are you showing me that he's the one making it, like I'm not questioning where he's getting it. You're showing me how he does it and where he does it and where he hides it. I'm like, okay, I like this. You were giving me a basis and you were showing me instead of just telling me. I like that there's a bit of show, not don't tell.
So yep, it's a good amount of hand holding. Yep.
Oh, fuck off. Oh god, what else? I'm trying to think, like, it's not that I can't think of specific things. I'm just trying to think like everything at once, and seeing which parts stick out more than the others.
I heard more swearing than I thought I would.
Yeah.
Did you? Like what?
I heard "damn it" 3 times. Woohoo!
Really? That's okay.
I mean, for a fucking, I don't know what it's rated off the top of my head. Is it P? Oh shit! No wonder. Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm like, they started making jokes about that in what was it, Age of Ultron, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is one of the movies I've heard them swear the most, or at least I've noticed it more.
I'm pretty sure you guys are both wrong. But
Probably.
okay.
Maybe it's just because it was just one consistent character doing it.
I didn't say this is like the most swearing I've heard.
I know. I'm saying that to Zach. That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I mean, maybe it's just something I didn't notice because maybe, I guess it's because I see the other characters as adults, so I don't think of it that much, and now I'm seeing it from like a teenager's perspective. I guess I pay attention to it more. I don't know why. Fuck if I know. Maybe it's because when I was brought up, I wasn't allowed to swear, so hearing it, that was fun.
I wasn't allowed to either, but I started at 7. Woo!
Yeah, but you eventually were, so.
Well, yeah, because my parents got to the point where it's like, all right, we can't stop it. Fuck it.
Yeah. Oh, right. When Ned gets to be the guy in the chair, like there's this whole little scene. It's like, oh, I can be your guy in the chair. And then when he finally gets to fulfill that fantasy, I thought that was probably one of the coolest things. Guy in a chair. Like,
Ned was done really well. He was a standout performance.
He was.
Him a lot.
He seemed like one of those guys that was very absent-minded, but was a genius at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
There's just so many good lines for him. But when he gets caught being the guy in the chair. Now, mind you, this is during the homecoming dance. He's on like 3 different computers in the library, and he gets caught by a teacher. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's just like,
There's a dance going on. What are you doing?
I'm looking at porn.
Watching.
Watching, whatever, same difference.
If you're gonna quote every line, you may as well quote it right.
You're right.
But then again, I've seen it 3 times, so.
Yeah, I mean, I've only seen it once. But I'm just like, not only is that a grade A cover, but fuck you movie, I was not prepared for that.
Oh, really? I mean, I kind of figured, like,
I figured it was, but I'm just like, I wasn't expecting them to actually go there. I'm just be like, I thought he was just gonna get caught and we were gonna jump to a different scene. Not just be like, It was just, like, people in the theater clapped at that line. They didn't clap at anything else. They clapped at the porn line. Just like, oh god, this is what we're clapping at.
Oh yeah.
Most
How
realistic.
else would you? What else would you say?
I just laughed. I mean, I actually don't know. I in that situation, that's probably the excuse I would come up with. But
It's easier to explain.
It is. It really is. Although, 3 different. I'm not gonna get into the specifics of how I watch my porn. I definitely. No, I'm not going there. Trying to think. When he has to. The boat scene, the ferry scene. Now I know, Ray, you were kind of disappointed that they showed part of this off in the trailer.
Oh yeah, that should not have been shown. That was a huge spoiler. But yeah.
But I'm glad that he wasn't the one to solve the problem. I'm glad that he wasn't the one that fixed it.
I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. Yeah, no, that was great, and it was another great moment for Iron Man. But again, like that was just like
I think that was kind of why they showed it in the trailer, because
there's no reason to do that. There's literally no. They could have just shown him and Iron Man having a discussion about him keeping the suit. You didn't have to tell us why. The whole point of trailers is to make you ask questions, and you answer those questions by seeing this fucking movie. That's it.
Yeah. Although I did love I did love the little pedestrian like, yeah, Spiderman, and it just starts ripping apart, and then
you mean that one obnoxious black guy?
I thought it was funny.
No, it was funny. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm saying that one obnoxious black guy.
Yeah, that one obnoxious black guy was like, yeah, Spider-Man saved us, and the ferry starts ripping apart, and then Iron Man comes in. Yeah, Iron Man. I'm like, you motherfucker.
Like I said, that one black guy. See, if I was in the movie with you guys, I would just Dom.
Huh?
Like if I was just in the movie, I would have looked at Dom. Because I could see him being that dude. He's a loud,
I could too.
He's a loud motherfucker, and we love him for that.
Yeah, he is. But I'm like I said, I'm glad that he wasn't the one to fix it, even though he was trying to. And to be fair, the suit said he had like a 98% success rate. I'm like, oh wait, so is he gonna fix it? And then you see the webbings just start to snap. It's like shit, and he's trying to fix it. And then Iron Man comes.
Toby could have done it.
Probably he wasn't restricted by mechanical.
He stopped a train, but then I think Toby was stronger, honestly.
Yeah, I think he kind of was. He had less restraints on him, and he wasn't older. He was still high school Toby. No, wait, that was post grad Toby, wasn't it? He was out of high school. He was an adult at that point, so more time had passed.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, Toby did just fight Doc Ock before saving the train, so we could argue power levels, but I won't.
Yeah. The important thing though is that Superman would still win.
The important thing is we still kind of got that I am Jesus pose in both scenes.
I mean, if we gotta bring that up, we talk about the fact that fucking Spider-Man in this movie stood in front of American flag again.
Oh, did he? Oh God! Oh, that's right, he did.
He was literally doing the backflip. I was like, wow.
Oh right! Like I was so focused on him, I didn't actually pay attention to the American flag.
Just like I was so focused on Superman, I didn't pay attention to IMG's. Fuck you.
Okay, no, I paid attention to that. He fell from the sky, arms out wide open.
That was such a graceful swan dive. Okay, graceful space swan dive.
Yeah, no, if I felt Jesus' cock up my ass anymore, I would have been like, huh, that's what that tastes like.
I mean, Jesus heals all.
Yeah, we're getting way off topic.
DC, doing Christ.
God damn it. Trying to think. The MJ reveal at the end was something.
No, not a reveal. Not
a reveal?
A reveal. That is not Mary Jane. They have said.
Oh, they have. It's confirmed.
They have already said that she is not necessarily Mary Jane.
Okay, so hinted at.
Nod. That is all it is. Okay.
Can we say
what?
Can we say hinted at then?
Sure.
Okay, not confirmed. Hinted at.
I thought her character was fine, but she doesn't need to be MJ. And it's not even just because of her skin color. It's not just because of how they changed the character. It is literally because I am tired of the MJ story. Okay. Where's my Gwen?
Yeah, I was actually... Gwen. I was interested to see that they didn't have any
Gwen is infinitely more interesting to me than Mary Jane. That is the only reason. When I found out that Mary Jane was about to vomit in my mouth, I was like, come on. Literally every comic since his creation, his first person was Gwen.
Yeah,
fuck Mary Jane.
and we don't even really, because I don't think do we hear her name?
No, like what, Mary Jane or Gwen? Neither.
No. Like just Zendaya's character.
Her name's Michelle.
Michelle. Okay, I was about to say. So
that's what I'm saying. So it's not really.
it's
she's not really
hinted
Mary Jane.
at. So
And
we're
if
not
she is
sure.
Mary Jane, then that's retarded because at that point you're literally just kind of like
You're skipping.
being cryptic for being cryptic. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, this isn't Mary Jane because it's Michelle. Oh, JK, she is Mary Jane, even though her name isn't Mary Jane, it's Michelle. Maybe it's Michelle Jane.
Or maybe Michelle is a middle name and she just prefers to go by that.
And that would even be dumber.
It would. I'm not saying. I'm not
Again,
arguing.
Dark Knight Rises eye roll. Hey, Robin.
Oh God, let's. Oh, can we not?
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Ugh.
It was literally like, if not worse,
I didn't eye
like
roll.
the same.
I didn't eye roll as hard at it as.
Well, that's because you're a Marvel cuckboy.
No, because honestly, I was just thinking. Wait, somebody's
Marvel
name.
cuckboy. It's okay.
Somebody's your name is actually Robin.
Her name is actually Michelle, and yeah, Robin. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Robin
it's.
White.
I guess it's because I just never hear somebody with the name of Robin.
Cut.
Yeah, cut. Everybody.
But yeah, and again, it doesn't make sense that her name is MJ because her name is Michelle Gonzalez. So
Yeah, I don't know.
she better not be Mary Jane. Otherwise, I'm gonna flip
Maybe
tables.
her middle initial is J. I don't. I don't
Another
know.
reason why I don't want her to be Mary Jane is she was a really funny character. She doesn't deserve. No, not deserve. Mary Jane doesn't deserve a character like that.
She doesn't
Because
deserve
Mary
a
Jane
character
is
that
so-
good.
Yeah, Mary Jane is stale as fuck. Like she should just be her.
She
And
just
if
stay white
and if
bread.
she becomes- Yeah, if she becomes a love interest for Spider-Man, all right,
And
fine,
it's
she's
just
cool.
it's Michelle. And it's just a complete new character.
Yeah, make a new character that's compelling. That's all I want
Yeah.
from you, Marvel. Stop rehashing the same old thing.
Yeah. No, I'd be
They actually
completely
made a
fine
cool
with that.
character.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see what she does. Zendaya's making waves and acting, and she's
Oh,
doing
yeah.
a pretty good job.
So question. I'm posing this to both of you. If we just go based off of the first iteration of each set of movies, which actor do you think has done the best job? Like if we were going to Spider-Man 1, Amazing Spider-Man, and now Spider-Man Homecoming, just based off those three movies.
I think acting-wise, honestly, Andrew and Tom are on the same level. The only thing that I might give it to Tom though, just because Tom not only does it, but he is,
Yeah.
he fits the bill really well. Andrew was a great Spider-Man. He's like, I thought he outdid Toby. I thought Toby was good at doing some emotional stuff, and I think Toby out of all of them was the best at exhibiting pain.
Yeah.
Like he had some dramatic fights, and it was really cool. Like if you guys should rewatch the first Spider-Man, the fight between him and Green Goblin is actually brutal. It is super brutal.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the most brutal like comic book fight scenes that's not rated R. Like it actually, in my opinion, outdoes the Dark Knight Rises Bane fight.
Wow.
He breaks his back.
Damn.
Like no, seriously, go back and watch it.
I might.
Like it's been a while. It is like he's punching him, kneeing him in the gut while he's spitting out blood. He takes a grenade to the face.
Oh right.
You know, he slams his head against a brick wall. Like it's a really brutal scene, and I forgot. It's been a while.
Yeah, because I want to go back and rewatch 1 and 2, so I might do that this weekend.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I missed a lot.
Jesus Christ, I'm not repeating.
Essentially,
he can watch the podcast if he wants.
Yeah. Essentially, I posed the question to both you and Ray that if we were to take Spider-Man 1, The Amazing Spider-Man, and now Spider-Man Homecoming, and rate Toby, Andrew, and Tom, who would you say has done the best job, or how would you rate it?
Oh, I can't really rate it, but in order, I haven't watched the ones with Andrew Garfield, so
Either of them?
I haven't watched either of them. No.
Oh shit.
But so maybe it's a good thing I didn't miss it, huh?
I would say you at least watch the first one.
Oh, never mind. I was wrong. So Michelle in this one, her last name is Jones. It's not the Michelle Gonzalez from the comics.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say if it was the one from the comics, then this is what she looks like normally in the comics, which I'd be like, ooh,
Oh,
down with this. Diggity down. I guess I'll just copy this.
you can do it. I believe in you.
Huh.
Ah!
But no, it's not. That's Gonzalez, and she's Michelle Jones, hence the MJ.
Okay.
Kill yourself.
I roll into the back of my skull. So you haven't. So okay. So then base it off of Toby and then Tom, I guess, and you can just leave.
I'd say Tom was better because, like, Toby, I don't know how to word it properly, but basically, Toby went from emo Peter Parker because
No,
he's
no,
just a fucking nerd.
I was just about to say we're just gonna base this off the very first iterations that we would see, like Spider-Man 1 to Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh no, he was still a fucking whiny bitch.
Okay.
Okay, he was a whiny bitch. He got his superpowers, and he was elated for a little bit, but he was still a whiny bitch otherwise.
Okay. And I already said I think Tom is like the best of both worlds, in my opinion. I feel like we finally found that balance with him.
Yeah.
I'm glad that
I still think.
I'm not saying either none of the three actors didn't do a good job, but I felt like Tom was able to represent both sides of Peter and Spider.
I don't know. I think for me, like he showed a lot of Spider-Man's inexperience, which is weird because it's implied that he's been doing this for a couple years. But I still don't think he trash talks as much. I mean, he did have that one good scene with the Avengers thing.
Yeah.
But I think Andrew Garfield still has him beat there.
Okay, I would agree with that.
I will always love that the first scene when he puts on the Spidey suit and he has like a carjacker.
Yeah.
And the carjacker's trying to leave the car and he keeps webbing it closed like that. I love that scene. It's so perfect.
and maybe we'll see more of that as he finally feels more comfortable with the suit.
Maybe I'm wrong. Tom had some good lines. Like I like the here. Hey, can you hold this for a second? You know, he had some good lines.
I
guess against the big baddies, he didn't have enough lines.
No, but I think with this big bad, this is like the first big bad he had a connection to, so I feel like that's probably why he didn't quip as much.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I could be wrong. It's I think like that's what I'm saying. I think they're on the same level in terms of performances, but Tom just looks the part perfectly, and he does a really good job. I'm fine with Tom being in the new Spider-Man basically, because I think he did just as good of a job as Andrew, and now he actually looks like Peter.
Yeah.
This is my car, asshole.
Yeah, that was good. I love that. Again, that's like perfect. Sometimes he's like that's again, like I said, I think they did Spider-Man perfectly in this movie. He has good intentions, but a lot of times he can fuck up.
Yeah.
It's like there.
The first chase scene with the van, where like when he ditched the party, I thought that was fucking great. Where he's just like when he was running through everybody's fucking backyard, just destroying property and shit. I'm just like, yeah, this is what an inexperienced superhero would probably do, or an inexperienced Spider-Man.
It wasn't even inexperienced. This is what a superhero that is not used to certain surroundings. This is the first. I'm pretty sure he doesn't fight suburb crime.
No,
like that's the thing. He's like, oh shit, there's nothing to web sling to. By the way, Tanner, here you go if you want to watch Injustice 2. Here you go.
Nice.
There's a Harley Quinn whooping a Batman's ass. He's about to 3-0 him.
It's a good thing I don't want to play her.
Really?
Yeah. I kind of want to try playing Cheetah, even though she's ass tier right now.
I still don't know why. All right, off topic. Continue.
Off topic. I'm trying to think. Is there any? Am I forgetting any major points here? Can you think of anything that I'm not picking up on? Since you've seen it 3 times.
I mean, like I said, I liked how Happy played a bit in this. He's always taking a back seat. I thought that this movie.
Oh, there was one possible throwaway line that I wanted to talk to you about. I talked this with Dark Paladin a bit. Is when he had the ring and he said, "I've been holding on to this since 2008." Was that when the first Iron Man came out?
I believe so. Yeah.
So was that the joke that they were like, "I've been holding on to this since you two met"?
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to be sure because I'm like, wait, is that when that came out? I'm like, okay, that's a good joke. I like that. I did like the choice that he made at the end. Although I did love that fucking suit. Oh my god, I wanted him to take that suit and run.
Did you? Really? I was surprised when I first saw it. I was like, ugh.
I was a bit skeptical at first, but I kind of wanted to. I wanted to give it a chance and see it in motion before I judged it. You know what I mean?
You see, one of my friends, he's a Spider-Man fanatic. He knows everything about him, and this is his favorite. He hates it. Like, he hates the new Flash right now, not even because of his performance, but because he doesn't like mechanized suits. He just doesn't. Okay. He hates them. So when he sees the new Flash in DC, it's like, it's armor, he hates it. He likes the Flash in the TV series, which is a little bit more cloth-like.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so I feel like I'd have to talk to him about it, because I feel like he would probably hate I feel like he would hate if they went that direction. I'm also kind of happy that they didn't, because for Spider-Man, he's a character that the simpler the better. The Flash is kind of up in the air for me.
Well, and I don't know how mechanical that suit was. Like, we only saw it, and
Well, if it's anything like the Iron Spider, he has like these tendrils that can come out, and
See,
he
and,
has,
like that's why I kind of wanted to see it more before I judge the suit itself. Like see it in action.
It literally does everything, but on steroids. Like he can create like shields that are web based.
Okay, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, I mean it's really cool. He has.
Maybe we'll get to see that in like a later movie.
You can create. I'm pretty sure it can create like some kind of like smoke thing, or it's like a sort of like poison or like kind of spray that's like toxic. It's, like they make him more like a venomous spider and shit. It's pretty cool. But yeah, they could say that for later, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe like when we go into Arc 2 and he becomes more of a full-on Avenger. He takes on that suit. Oh yeah, the training wheels program.
I mean, well, yeah.
That was funny.
Makes sense.
I like that he kind of had the web, like the little wings or whatever. I don't know the flight suit kind of thing.
My thing is, I don't know, like, I feel like I always wish that Tony would have asked him how he got into the suit, and then he finds out that one of his friends, a high schooler, hacked into his system.
Yeah, I that was kind of a thing that they just kind of they didn't even acknowledge.
Because I thought that would have been like hilarious. It's like, yeah, your state-of-the-art mechanism literally got hacked by a high schooler. Feel bad.
Right, just like feels bad, man. Really trying to think. I like the situation they set up at the Washington Monument, too.
It's kind of weird. Like, honestly, if I had to really kind of like nitpick in terms of like, I thought this movie's pacing was pretty good. I thought like the whole decathlon thing, I thought that was like the only time that we kind of slowed down. But yeah, I mean, it was a cool situation. It was a nice like. All I'm gonna say, Spider-Man historically has always had situations that people make theme park rides out of, and they're gonna make one after this one.
Oh yeah, they will. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like if you remember, like Universal, like they had some Spider-Man rides.
I think I might have gone on one of those too.
Yeah. So and like when I first saw that scene, I was like, that's gonna be a ride. Or I can see that as a ride. That's not a bad thing. That was just like the first thing because like unlike you see, Spider-Man is always put in these kind of like puzzle like scenarios.
Yeah, where he has to kind of figure out how to get to everybody.
Yeah. I guess another little gripe. I felt very Call of Duty, or like like in Call of Duty where they show a lot of cool toys, but you use them for one section.
Yeah.
So, do you know where I'm gonna get it at right here?
I might. It depends on the scene. Is it this scene?
It's during the scene.
Okay.
So, in the trailers, they show off the classic wingsuit that
I was just talking about that.
And
then
just one scene.
Yeah,
one scene of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, why didn't we use that in the climax?
He didn't have it. Remember?
Oh, that's right. He was right. Duh. Sorry.
I'm just saying before he had the suit and he took off the training wheels and like he figured it out too. I was like, I was so upset. So I'm hoping we're gonna get more of that in the future.
Probably.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure how they set this movie up with that suit was to be like, hey, look at all these cool toys. We're gonna see a lot of cool things in the future.
I love the web grenade. Like, hands down, one of my favorite devices.
Yeah, no, like, I'm glad, like, that was in the comics. There's a lot of cool Spidey toys that they've made in the comics, and I'm glad that they're bringing more into it.
And I love how, like, after that whole, the monument scene, he kind of gets used to some of the toys. And like I said, he uses the web grenade on the ferry, and he just so nonchalantly uses it. I'm just like, okay, now you're starting to get confident. Now you're starting to get confident. Now you can start getting cocky. I'm starting to see a good, cocky Spider-Man here. I like how they set up the climax, the final climax. How it felt right that it was kind of a one-on-one battle. He didn't have to fight any like henchmen outside of him being saved by Ned, which I thought was a really good scene.
Mm-hmm.
From Shocker. That's his name?
Yeah.
Okay. Where Ned just like picks up a web shooter and just stops him and just fucking punches the shit out of him. Like, okay, that's a good scene. And then how they just set it up, it's just him and the Vulture. There is no other bad guys.
It made him useful.
Yeah, and then he got to be the guy in the chair. He saves his life and gets to be the guy in the chair. It was great.
Ned was cool.
Outside of, the fucking seizure warnings that should have been on the front of this movie, like at the beginning, I almost felt triggered myself. I seriously, I'm like, should I close my eyes? Like, I'm generally not affected by flashing lights that much, but I'm like, Am I gonna die here? Is this
No,
how
I
it
get- I
ends,
get
Jesus?
I get you.
That's okay. We would have carried you out back into the dumpster.
I know. You guys are the real MVPs.
There's a compactor. It's easier.
Oh, damn. Yeah, why not?
Sweet.
To see what happens to bones and compactors.
They get turned into mush. Or dirt. More ash, I guess. Fuck, now I lost my train of thought because of that. Thanks,
Sorry.
guys. No, he was disabled,
Ned.
remember?
Ned.
No, like I said, the final fight was good. I like how he leaves notes with all the bad guys that he takes care of. I did like, when he was stopping the robbers at the ATM, and he goes and saves like the guy in the cat. I thought they killed the shop owner for a second.
Yeah, me too. Like I was like, holy shit, yes, emotional depth. Oh, well, not even that. It was so cool. It was like
His
I
whole
was surprised he survived that. How did he?
like, wait, because that shot like half, like that was like the legit. Like,
Realistically, the explosion would have been
It was
enough.
an
Kill
explosion.
it wasn't
Yeah,
even in the
was
explosion.
crazy.
Like that should have like cut him in half.
Well, I mean, he could have been leaning down. Doing
He could have
shots or
been.
something. But like I said, the explosion was like, what?
Yeah, I feel like had they timed the explosion afterwards, it would have made a bit more sense.
Plot armor.
But like, it's still.
The cat cushioned him.
Yeah, it did.
Right.
The cat,
that was completely unscathed, no dirt or anything.
the
Man,
true
it's,
MVP. It's Spider Cat.
Spider cat.
It's
Man,
X-Star's cousin.
If Superman and Batman can have a dog, then Spider-Man can have a cat.
Isn't there a cow too?
Cat, I'm fucking
What?
sure there
I'm
is.
pretty sure there's like a bat cow or something like that.
a bat cow.
Maybe not a bat cow. There was a cow of some sort. Somebody
that
has
might
a
have been
cow.
joke.
It might have been.
Might have been a joke.
Might have been. Still. But if they can have dogs, why can't we have a cat? But I do like that he does kind of feel the weight of that because that was that guy's, livelihood.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad that we revisited. I'm kind of glad that we saw that, like, the company that cleans up all this shit. We did see them multiple times. We saw them at after that robbery, and then there at the end. We kept seeing these workers
Yeah,
that are
they
constantly
dickheads.
The dickheads, yeah. Which I'm just
Even though
like,
they sanctioned by Tony Stark, but I'm sure Tony again, he doesn't realize how much of dickheads they are.
no. But I'm glad there's this consistency here. Like,
Yeah,
it's,
like I said, yeah.
they're doing a good job of like making sure everything feels like it's still this universe.
Yarp, yarp, yarp.
But we have been rambling for almost an hour. I'm pretty sure, unless Broken's got something that you and I haven't brought up.
Probably not.
Yeah, like I said, the movie in general
It was good.
has good pacing, has great characters,
Good payoff.
good,
Except for Flash.
good special event, good special effects, nice climax,
Good
soundtrack
twist.
is okay. Well, I mean that just goes to the character story. So
Fair
yeah,
enough.
all in all, I would say this is a solid 2 out of 5. Every Yelp reviewer ever.
Man, that's generous. I was gonna go about 1.5.
Like,
Shit, I was gonna go with 0.5.
I was gonna say, like, you ever see that episode of South Park with the
Yeah,
Yelp
the
reviews?
Yelpers. I'm a
It's like,
Yelper.
it's like I enjoyed my time. It was good, but then the parking lot was kind of fucked up. So 2 out of 5.
And they rebel against the
love that
Yelpers.
episode. Yeah, I love that episode. Yeah,
So-
no, it's a good movie. If you are a fan of Marvel, and if you're definitely a fan of Spider-Man, like I said, out of all my Spider-Man fans, none of them have been really disappointed. I've had some of them be kind of disappointed, and that's because they were expecting this movie to be not what they thought it was going to be, which I think they wanted to be darker, but this one's a little bit more lighthearted. But I still.
Where's the trigger? What?
This is one of those cases where I didn't really think it needed to be darker
No, I
because
felt
we're not
like-
there.
Oh,
We're not
wait,
there.
I forgot. We missed one thing.
Oh boy, is it important?
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
The ending. Yeah, the very last scene.
Somebody finding out. I'm kind of glad they're doing that. I'm tired of the whole trope. I mean, if he's gonna be an Avenger, people have to know who
Yeah,
he is.
Aunt May figuring out the Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. I was actually really like. Not only did I laugh at the scene, but like, thank Christ we don't have to hide this anymore.
Yeah.
That got so annoying after a while. But yeah, great movie. Obviously, like Luke said, 2 out of 5. If you're obviously if you're a fan of the Marvel movies, go see it. You're gonna enjoy it. If you want a pretty damn good Spider-Man movie, at least in my opinion, go see it. That's what it is.
Is he pretty damn? I'd say a near perfect for me. At least I guess like in terms of like introducing him to the Marvel
Yeah.
universe, this was a perfect introduction.
I would,
As a Spider-Man movie, I'm sure there's some diehards that can nitpick it, but it's
yeah, I would say I have a tough time saying which one is better in my opinion, Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man Homecoming, because I think they're both
I
great
wouldn't say
movies.
either of them. I wouldn't say either of them better. It's the same reason why I wouldn't say like in terms of like comic book movies, like people comparing this to Wonder Woman. I think both of these are just good.
Oh
for
no,
different
no,
reasons.
I'm not gonna try to like they're both great origin.
They're both they're both for different reasons. Spider-Man 2 is just and I like not even good at it. It's a good movie. Go fucking see it.
Yeah, they're good on their own terms.
Go
and
fucking see it. We've spoiled everything, but go see it.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean this is for the people that
Go see it again.
Yeah, go see it again,
fair
or if for some fucking reason we just spoiled this entire movie, you just sat for almost an hour's worth of us yapping about this movie, and we still haven't convinced you to see it, then why the fuck are you still here? Go home.
Well, I mean, with the twist, it kind of loses its impact if you already know it's coming. Kind of like if you're playing Bioshock Infinite for the second time around, it's like, I get it. I know it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Shit like that.
Yeah. But no,
You can kind of notice things.
you kind of notice some things otherwise. But no, great movie. So thank you, Ray and Broken, for joining me. It was great to have you guys on. It's been a while since I've had you on the podcast, mostly because we've been doing Doctor Who.
Busy as fuck, but
That
yep.
too. Thank you all for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you did, feel free to leave a like. If you're feeling generous, feel free to subscribe. And as always, everyone, have a great day.